you guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test.
Four, three.
Hey there, welcome back to Convincing Idiots. I'm Millennial Nick, alongside Gen X Brian and the Zennial himself, Dean. Gentlemen, typically we like to come into our final segment with something fun, something light. We're picking our favorite this, we're picking our favorite that. Not tonight, boys. Shit's getting fucking real. On episode 243, we have walked into a bar of 100 burly, angry, fucking drunk dudes that want to kick our ass. And we get to have 5 fictional human characters to help us survive this battle. This was Dean's idea. Did I describe that correctly? Or Dean's stolen idea, right?
Yes, stolen. Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson, has a wrestling podcast. And
if you didn't think this was a pop culture podcast, ladies and gentlemen, that is, in essence, what we do. There's all the things. Ice Cube's son has a wrestling podcast. There you go.
And at the end, after they interview a wrestler, they present a question to everyone. The same question. You go into a bar. You know, they don't want you there. Who is your crew to back you up? And it's going to be wrestlers. That's the answers to all of these questions. Now, I took this and I stole it. I said, you know what, O'Shea Jackson, you're fucking smart. I like your point of view. I'm going to steal this question, but I'm going to tweak it. I'm going to tweak it a little bit. And
like a nipple.
We are not like a nipple. Nipples. And since we don't have nipples, no, we do. Since we are not a wrestling podcast, we are maybe later. Since we are a pop culture podcast, I figured this question should be, gentlemen, you walk into a bar, right? And it is unsavory characters that don't want you there. And you need a crew to fight your way out with. Now it's you, and since we're idiots, we're doing 5. It's what we do. You and 5 other human characters from TV or movies. Or hell, I guess.
So you can't like bring the Hulk and Thor with you. And
no superpowers.
No superpowers. Just regular Joe or whatnot, who's going to fight with you to get you through the evening.
Mm-hmm.
That is it.
Okay.
So we're going to start with. I want to start with Brian. Brian, who is the first? Who's the first cute character from pop culture that's going to be part of your bar fighting crew?
Gen X Brian here from the Convincing Idiots podcast. If you're enjoying our show, tell a friend. And if you're not, well, tell 2 enemies.
Crew.
Batman. There you go.
Yep.
Okay, there you go.
Batman is, no superpower as we know.
Nope.
But Bruce Wayne is, certainly has honed his fighting skills, hand-to-hand combat. Whether you have him in the bat suit or not, frankly, Bruce Wayne will still kick somebody's ass. But certainly, if you put him in the suit with all the gadgets and so forth, that's going to take it to another level, right? So, give me Batman on my team to fight my way out of most anything.
I mean, he is trained in the martial arts.
Yes.
He is used to the crime fighting. So, yeah, that's a solid first choice.
I had Bruce Wayne / Batman on my list as well because, yeah, like you said, it's not like he's any stranger to fighting with multiple guys at once either. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he's definitely ready for the task. So good pick.
Yep.
Nick. Oh, so that was your number one too?
It was one of mine. Yeah. Are we? I might be able to slip. I'll slip somebody else in an honor, like it from. I'll move somebody else.
Yeah. Sub somebody out.
We might be doubling up on some more here, so I'll might run out at some point, but we'll see. For my next one, I'll tell you what. For my first pick, this is one of the first ones that came to mind, and he's the only character on my list that I actually don't really know that much about. I've never seen any of his movies, and I just simply know the one thing about him that is all I need to know for this is that he is a badass and he's an assassin. He's Keanu Reeves. He's John Wick. I've never seen a John Wick movie, but I know notoriously that everyone that talks about the John Wick movies talks about how he's just badass. He just beats the shit out of all these dudes. He's fucking awesome. He's fucking killing multiple guys with one, doing all this and that. He sounds like the kind of guy that I might not need 5 guys if I have John Wick with me. Like he's probably maybe I just need him and maybe another guy to help because let's face it, I'm not going to be much help. But I might just need John Wick. So he was one of the first ones that came to mind. And like I said, he's the only one on my list that I don't even have any personal frame of reference. I just know that he is a badass by all things I've ever heard of the character John Wick.
Same.
Watch the movies, guys.
Yeah.
Stop fucking around.
Do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll thoroughly enjoy it.
Okay.
Thoroughly. Yeah.
All right, guys. First one on my list is I'm a little embarrassed for you two that you didn't have this to be the first on your list. When you think bar fights, I mean, you think James Dalton. That is Patrick Swayze from Roadhouse.
That's good. He's not even on my honorable mentions.
I mean, he was like, when I thought of this question, he was the immediate first one that popped in my head because, it's a movie about bar fighting, right? And he is like the ultimate bar fighting. He's stopping the bar fights or breaking them up or whatnot.
If there was a champion of bar fights, it's probably him.
It's Patrick Swayze. It's James Dalton from Roadhouse. Yeah. Is my number one.
Yep, good one,
Brian.
I'm going to give you Lee, who is from the movie Enter the Dragon, played by the great Bruce Lee. So, even the real Bruce. I mean, it could be a character, or hell, even the real Bruce Lee.
Right.
I'll take my chances.
Right.
I'll take my chances. Right. Whether he has weapons or not, but certainly in the movie Enter the Dragon, if you haven't watched that movie, just the nunchuck scenes, it's just really that guy was amazing. But Bruce Lee can help you fight out of a lot of situations. I'm quite certain.
Situations.
Yes,
for sure. Yep.
Nikolai.
All right. My next pick. It's good to be really good in hand-to-hand combat. This next pick definitely is that. Right. Yep. It's definitely good. He's definitely good at that. Also, I mean, to go up against a whole bar full of guys, you might need someone that's not only good at combat, but maybe is a little bit like fearless, right? And I can't think of anyone, I should say, more fearless than this next character. He shares my same last name. He is portrayed by one of my favorite actors ever, and he is a total badass. He is Dutch Schaefer, and he killed the Predator. Portrayed by Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dutch Schaefer. And, honestly, if you've gone up against Predator, you're not going to be freaked out by fucking regular-ass dudes in a bar.
That's true.
So Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch Schaefer, I would want by my side. If he bleeds, we can kill it. And I think all those men in that bar would definitely bleed.
Now, I didn't put this together all of these years. Did little Nicky sitting in front of his TV, did he become a fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger because that character had his last name? Is that where the love of Arnold Schwarzenegger started?
That is a heartwarming tale. That is not, I wish it were the case. Okay. I knew his character's name was Dutch. I only knew his last name was Schaefer because I saw it on, and it's spelled exactly the same as mine. And my spelling is German and not common. It's Schaefer.
Now,
And
when
his
you
name,
when
if
you
you,
saw
I
this
am
and you learned this,
Dutch
did
Schaefer.
you in fact faint and come at the same time?
It did feel very
Like a
just
goddamn
very
factory reset.
yeah. It felt very serendipitous in nature. That I was like, oh my god, Arnold's character's name in Predator was Dutch Schaefer, and the spelling's the fucking same, which is wild. It just feels very meant to be.
Sure.
So no, I like your story though. That's just little mulleted Nick watching Predator.
Sitting in there, yeah, with little legs kicked up behind
Dutch,
him.
Yeah. That could be me one day. Yep. It wasn't, but it could have been, but it wasn't.
Daddy, will you call me Dutch? Get the fuck away from me.
I'll call you Ditch because that's what I should have done when you're.
We're only a few years off.
But yes, Dutch Schaefer for me.
Very
good.
Thank you, Dean. Who you got?
All right. Well, I there's a lot of testosterone in this bar. There's a lot of testosterone on this list. So let's girl this up a little bit, huh? But you can't do it too much, especially with an assassin like Natasha Romanoff.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
From the the Black Widow, from the Marvel movies and shows and series and all that. I remember watching that movie. I can't remember even which one she first appeared in. It was the hallway scene.
Iron Man 2, I think.
That hallway scene when she just fucking kicked the shit out of all those guys. You're like, all right, now we're on to something here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was a huge fan, and I could. I'm definitely taking her on my side in this bar fight. Natasha Romanoff, Scarlett Johansson.
Good one.
Brian,
how about Tyler Durden?
Damn it,
played by Brad Pitt from the movie Fight Club. That man could fight.
Yes, he could.
That man could fight
just to do it.
Yes, can't talk about it.
No, I didn't say nothing.
But he could fight. I'll take my chances also with Tyler Durden getting out of a scrap.
Yep. All right. Since we can't say anything else about that because of rules, Nikolai.
The guy literally started. I don't know what you're talking about. My next guy is no stranger to bars and these kind of settings. I'm not picking this next guy, so huh?
I'm not a character. You can't pick me.
I've got the ruthless assassin John Wick, and I've got the brawn of Dutch Schaefer. Now I need somebody who's maybe a little more crafty. I'm not picking this next guy because he's necessarily going to be the guy to kick everybody's ass. I think I've got that. Maybe I need a guy that's going to, for the rest of the guys, maybe that's going to help weasel our way out of some stuff. Maybe he's a little bit crafty, knows how to get us out of this situation while the other guys take care of some shit. He's no stranger to bars, especially of the cantina variety. Han Solo.
Yeah.
Han Solo is a grifter. He frequents these types of places. He knows these people. And I think in a situation like this, Han Solo would be very helpful in a situation like that.
When you encounter such gruff individuals, Nick, it's good to have a scoundrel on your side.
That's right.
He also shoots first.
Correct, which is very important.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting second doesn't end well.
Nope.
I always shoot first. Brian,
is it me or is it you, Dean?
Oh, it's me. Oh yeah, we went Han Solo. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna stick with the MCU. I'm going Frank Castle, the Punisher. John Bernthal's particular, and I will actually take this small few seconds to say that I did just finish the Daredevil, Born Again, finished the season. Really, really good. Brian, I don't know if Nick, I don't know if you guys have finished it yet.
2 episodes to go.
Dude, so good. And that last episode, or actually the last 2 episodes, you'll understand why you go, you know what? I know why he picked the Punisher to be on his bar fighting team. Pretty badass.
Is there a bar fight?
No, but he beats a lot of people up. Pretty good. Pretty good. So I got the anger and rage on my side without actually having to have like a Hulk. So I'm good with that.
There you go. There you go. Well, I need a lovely lady on my team as well, right? I'm going to go with the Bride.
I didn't think you'd ever pick me. Thanks.
You're not lovely.
Oh.
The Bride, who is played by Uma Thurman in the movies Kill Bill 1 and 2. Just total kick-ass, hand-to-hand combat, weaponry, whatever. Anger, rage is just a perfect combination.
Fingers.
Yes, that's right.
Come on.
Yeah, plucked her eye right out. Yep.
Damn.
Yep. Yep. One of the most badass characters in movies ever. Period. Done. The Bride.
I agree.
Nice.
Nick?
My next one, I don't know if in either of the 2 films that this character was in, if they were ever portrayed to be in a bar fight, but I'm certain that at some point this character was, and he can absorb a lot of punishment, as seen in the final scene of the first film. I don't know if either one of you have ever seen the Goon movies, but Sean William Scott portrays a hockey player by the name of Doug Glatt, who is a like an East Coast hockey league player, like minor league, but just tough as nails. That's his whole thing. He's an enforcer. And the final scene. Have either of you seen Goon or 1 or 2?
Nope.
No.
So the final scene
has been sitting in my Netflix queue for like years.
Yeah. The final scene of the first movie is literally like championships on the line, and the net, like the goalie is pulled, and he lays down face first in front of a shot and in front of a scrum of guys, and is just taking wax of hockey sticks and the puck and skate blades and everything to the teeth and face, and getting just annihilated, cut up, and teeth knocked out, and just like Doug Glatt can take a beating. So like I would take Sean William Scott's character in the Goon movies, Doug Glatt, on my bar fight any day of the week.
Sure.
That's good. You need the guy to take the beating, right?
Yeah.
Take
the
in.
That's right.
All right. So you know what? Since you guys you guys already used Tyler Durden, Bruce Lee, so I'm gonna need to go with, and I think I have somebody who can take a pretty good beating himself. Can not only give a good beating, but when he does it, has the most incredible sounds to his punches. Indiana Jones. No. It's barely.
He can give beatings. It can take beatings. It's a two-way player.
Beat that motherfucker like it owes me money. Indiana Jones, boys. You know, the just the snap and crispness of his punches. You know,
I do call my pick Indiana Jones from time to time.
You know. Does that make Robin
Dr.
the
Jones, if I'm feeling fancy?
Does that make Robin the Temple of Doom?
That's good.
Right.
Sorry, go on. Indiana Jones. You can say more.
Dr. Jones, I presume. No, he could take a beating, he can give a beating. You know where he's at all times because those punches are so crisp.
Yeah.
They have that perfect sound to them, that whip sound. He has fought. He is pulling guys' fucking hearts out of their chest, and it's just he's been through everything. You think a bar fight in 2025 is going to be? Nah, I don't even care what age you give me of Dr. Jones. I'll take any of them. Indiana Jones is my number 4 on my list.
There you go. Very good.
Nice.
Well, Nick, I had John Wick also on my list. I will swap him out since you took him on your team. This guy here, another, we have certainly have hand-to-hand combat expertise. Definitely have a brawler in Brad Pitt as Tyler Durden. And another brawler, another guy who can definitely take punches but hang in there with sheer determination and win some fights here. How about Rocky Balboa, gentlemen? I'll take Rocky Balboa on my team. Absolutely.
He was he's a not only a prize fighter but a fighter from the streets.
Yes.
Yeah. He's got the ring smarts, he's got the street smarts, and he's got a fucking badass hat that I really want.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, any dude that could do some sit-ups from rafters of from the rafters. I mean, it's a good chance to win a couple. Take a couple punches and do some good for your team. Yeah, absolutely.
If I wouldn't have had the flu that day, I was going to be a stunt double. Not a lot of people know that. I got sniffles. I got the sniffles, and
that's too bad.
So close.
Unfortunate.
Yep, too bad.
That made me the body double for Norm on Cheers.
Not a bad B option.
Work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Such a badass character that even his fictional character has a statue.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's right. Yes.
Yep. You don't see any Dutch Schaefer statues, do you? Nope.
No.
Maybe in the
so ridiculous.
Maybe in a jungle somewhere there's a Dutch Schaefer.
Yeah, you don't know that.
We don't know about that. That's true.
Have you ever been to the Amazon jungle? Are you sure there's not a Dutch Schaefer statue?
That's true.
No, that would be implying that the people in the Amazon that are there are as delusional as people in Philadelphia.
Right. We love you, Philadelphia.
I don't.
Nikolai.
Yeah. My fifth.
Wait, one listener in Philadelphia. Be nice.
Okay, sorry. For my final, so I had Bruce Wayne, Batman. So I figured I would swap that out, and I thought, you know what? Let's swap him out for somebody else in the same universe. Let's stick in the DC and the Batman universe specifically. So I had Bruce Wayne because, with the combat and all that stuff, but I'm like, let's go somebody else that, is kind of a mixture of some different characteristics. I liked, Han Solo, that he's, used to being around these kind of crowds. He's not going to be intimidated by all these people, by the scoundrels, by the ruffians. And I need somebody that's kind of insane, like Doug Glatt, that's, going to take a beating, isn't worried about that. Somebody that's fearless like Dutch Schaefer. Who are all these things all wrapped into one? All these mixed personalities are in none other than the Joker, and I'm thinking more of the Heath Ledger Joker.
Sure.
He may not be the guy laying down a beating, but he's not going to be afraid of anybody, and he just might be psycho enough to scare some people off.
Sure.
So maybe we'll swap the Batman out for the Joker in this scenario, I think.
But let me tell you this, though. Just to help you with your idea here, they didn't go into exactly what his background was. You don't know. He just never had to fight, and when he did, it was Batman. So I mean, that's
true.
Not fair.
Yeah, and he, I will say that he had one of the more
badass somewhere else doing something else.
One of the more badass scenes in that movie is when he does his little magic trick. When he stands the pencil up and makes it disappear and slams the guy's head down on it, and it's gone, like right through his fucking eye and just gone. That was awesome. I love that part of that movie. It's so great.
Librarian does not know that trick. That's all I'm saying.
It's pretty badass.
You definitely take a beating with Batman. I love that scene with Batman as well, the interrogation. Right. Don't start with the head. He gets the victim all fuzzy.
Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic
good stuff. Yep.
All right. My last one, number 5. Like Nick with the John Wick movies, I've never seen this movie, but I've seen clips enough and know enough about the movie to know that Jason Bourne is a man you need by your side.
Yeah. Good ones too.
Yeah, he is, the ultimate spy type, killer, assassin, or whatever you want to call it. Jason Bourne definitely is going to be by my side here at this bar.
Sure. Good one.
You've never seen the Bourne movies?
Never seen him.
I mean, I haven't either, but I know like your sister's a huge fan, so it's just surprising
Yeah,
that you've
somebody
Those are
never.
good too, guys.
Somebody
Very good.
actually lent me them back in the day. All the DVDs, and I just never got around to it.
Probably
Yet
heard.
I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.
I just
Enjoy those too.
got to it.
John Wick first, though. John Wick before
Okay.
Bourne.
All right, that's fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
seriously.
Maybe I'll do
They're
that with
all-
Carton this weekend.
He would enjoy that.
All right.
Watch the first one, and I defy you not to immediately want to watch the rest of them. You know.
Okay.
All right, you were is that your 5, everybody?
Yeah, let's
That's everybody's got 5.
Brian, why don't you give us your 5 that you came
Recap
with,
'em.
and then at the end, if you have any honorable mentions.
I do have a couple. So on my team, Batman, Tyler Durden from Fight Club, Bruce Lee from Enter the Dragon, The Bride, Uma Thurman from the Kill Bill movies. And then I had John Wick, but I swapped him out since Nick took him with Rocky Balboa. A couple of my honorable mention. If you have Rocky Balboa, you have to take Ivan Drago. That's a fine second, Dolph Lundgren, Ivan Drago from Rocky 4. And I put James Bond on my list. James Bond, resourceful.
Yeah,
He
sure.
has hand-to-hand combat skills. He definitely could get take a punch.
He spent years taking a beating from a guy with metal teeth. So
That's exactly right. So that's what I got.
that's good. Excuse me, Nikolai.
My 5 were John Wick, Dutch Schaefer from Predator, Han Solo, and then I swapped out Bruce Wayne / Batman for the Joker, and Doug Glatt from the Goon movies. Honorable mentions, I have Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. She started out that series as a little innocent girl and became one of the deadliest assassins and learned the trades of the faceless men in Game of Thrones. If you've watched that, you know what all that means.
Actually,
And
that's
also,
exactly Brian's backstory.
yeah, right, exactly. And then I also had Peter Quill initially written down, kind of for
Okay.
similar reasons of Han Solo.
Scrappy,
That similar vibe.
around,
Scrappy,
yeah.
certainly not afraid of a fight.
Right.
Resourceful.
And
But
maybe at
yeah,
times too dumb to walk away from one.
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's true. So, yep, that was mine.
Right.
Dean, what were your
My number
5?
5. James Dalton from Roadhouse, Natasha Romanoff, and then I went Frank Castle from the MCU, The Punisher, Indiana Jones, and Jason Bourne was my number 5. Now I have a couple honorable mentions. I did have Rocky Balboa, but I'm surprised my other one, which almost made the list. I was back and forth. Clubber Lang. I mean,
Sure,
talking about ring smart and street smart, right?
of course.
was
I
it?
also had Clubber Lang, Mr. T from Rocky 3.
Oh, okay.
Watch that movie. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's
I've
a
never
shame.
seen a single Rocky. I've never seen a Rocky.
I had John McClane from Die Hard movies.
That's
Good
a good
one.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
And
great
then
one.
Rooster Cogburn from
Grit.
True Grit from John Wayne.
Yeah.
So that would have been my backups there.
I like that.
So yeah,
Tough to
Very good.
I think we're all going to end up getting out of these bars, boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we all did very well. And again, I think the No Wrestling podcast for me stealing this idea and giving a little of a idiot twist on it.
Sure.
So O'Shea Jackson and TJ Jefferson from the No Wrestling Wrestling podcast, or No Contest Wrestling podcast. Got it.
Yeah,
Very
thanks
good.
for the idea, nerds. We're going to take it and run with it. Now we're going to be way more popular than you.
They're going to body slam you or something.
They're not wrestlers.
You're barely a person. I mean, I'm just looking out for you, pal. That's all.
Say I could be easily body slammed. Yes.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right, gentlemen. Well, we've successfully made it out of a bar of angry dudes. We've got our 5. We've got our honorable mentions. We've got the listeners, and we've got each other. And for the listeners, if you want to continue to have us on your side, please feel free to go and find us on all your favorite social media accounts. You can find links to all of them by going to Google, typing in Convincing Idiots Linktree. That's LINKTREE. You can also go to our website, which is convincingidiots.wordpress.com. So, for episode 243 of Convincing Idiots, I'm your millennial, Nick.
I'm the Zennial Dean.
Gen X Brian.
Have we convinced you that we are probably the last 3 guys that should be on your list to bring into a bar fight?
Oh yeah, that's quite accurate. Yeah,
I didn't even need convinced actually at all.
they got to know it. They looked at us.
Yeah.
Gen X Brian here. Zennial Dean. Millennial Nick. If you like our stuff, give us a like and subscribe, and we may just send you a Polaroid of Millennial Nick's feet.
Ham grape.
Oh, wait.
Because let me tell you, boys.